Hi, how are you doing? This is Tina Kaggia and I'm Uncentered and this is my story. I have returned on radio, but it's not after a year. I'm back on radio after 3 years. I took a step back because there was a lot going on that I needed to take care of in my personal life, as well as I was looking for career growth in different ways. I needed to expand my skill set. So it took me 3 years out to do that, but now I am back on radio. Tina Kaggia is many hats. There's Tina Kaggia, the person on radio. There's Tina Kaggia, who people think they know. And there's also Tina Kaggia, my father and my mother's daughter. Yeah, so there's different hats depending on who you meet on any given day. That's Tina. The Tina Kaggia that people don't know is the super introvert, the person who likes to stay indoors, the person who keeps a very small circle, the person who minds their business and hopes that people don't mind hers. As Tina Kaggia, aka The Voice, I have left a mark. I think I got into radio at a time when it was very hard to penetrate the industry, and I left at a time when people were trying to penetrate the industry. So I left a mark in terms of, by the time I left, there was many conversations going on around who I was as a human being, who I was as a radio presenter. I was at the top of my career. So yes, I stamped myself there, and that's why people branded the Queen of Radio. So even coming back, it just sort of like picks up the crown and puts it back on, so to bigger marks. Why radio? Radio has always been me. From the time I was probably 7-8 years old, we used to record over my dad's tapes, my brother and I, my elder brother and I. So we just take them when he's not in the house, record over them, record our voices, sing, do whatever. So I think from there it just started growing, and even on the way to school, my dad would get us to read the paper for him. So I realized I actually like not listening to myself, but I like speaking. As quiet as I am, I like speaking. I considered medicine, then I realized I didn't like school that much. And then someone actually told me, yeah, you like medicine and everything and you understand it, which I do, but the sight of blood scares you, so you can't do medicine. And I'd make a liar of a lawyer. So yeah, but radio was honestly my first love. No, it's this is my dream. Radio is my dream, as my parents have always been very liberal on what we wanted to do and what we wanted to pursue. We all studied very different things from where we ended up. I think I'm the only one who actually pursued what I am doing to the end. So my parents never had an issue with whatever you want to do. If you're going to be happy, if it's going to make you money, do it. So I thank them for that. I think the passion comes from being an introvert. You see, when you're an introvert, you have a lot that goes on in your mind, but you never really vocalize it. So when you're in the studio, you're possibly alone, so it's you vocalizing your thoughts, and you get paid to do that and play music at the end of the day. Okay. Yeah. Nyumbani Radio is a project that was born during sort of through the beginning of the whole COVID thing. Jasper Murome and I used to do a lot of Instagram lives. I was even telling him the other day how I'd always wanted to work with him, even before I met him. For some reason, I actually said, God, I want to work with this guy the first time I saw him on stage. So we'd be doing a lot of Instagram lives because entertainers couldn't work. And one time he called me and he's like, you know what, let's actually sit down, have a coffee, see what's up. And Nyumbani Radio was born less than 12 hours after that meeting. Yeah. Nyumbani Radio has been exciting. It's a completely different thing from what everyone is doing. Everyone has their different niche on YouTube. And for us, we're doing an audio-visual podcast where we sit and literally laugh at everything and anything that's going on. So we have a lot of comedians coming on board, new talent, expose new talent, and just have fun because people need to laugh. I mean, life is hard enough as it is. Yeah, so that's the plan for Nyumbani Radio. Well, people have gotten a lot of things wrong about who Tina is as a person, who Tina is as a brand. And I guess that, it puts money in some people's pockets when you just talk about other people. But I'd like people to look at me as an individual, look at me as the radio personality, the copywriter, the creative, everything that I do, and also look at me as a human being who has a family to take care of. I have 3 children to take care of. I have parents who love me. I have siblings who see everything that is posted online. And the thing that irks me the most is that it would get to my kids. So it got to a point where I actually have to start sensitizing my kids that you might grow up and you might see this. And the worst thing is that possibly 95% of everything they have seen is a complete lie. People actually pay bloggers to write some things. But I got to a point where I was like, you know what? Don't respond. Eventually the truth comes out. But I'd like people to see me for my authenticity. If you know me, you know me. If you don't, I guarantee you chances are you have no idea who I am. Yeah. My relationship past, I generally don't talk about my relationships, but being specific to what we're speaking about, yes, there have been very devastating effects. It got to a point where I have said it before, and I'll say it again, I was clinically depressed for a very long time. I actually took myself out of the public sphere to get treated for that. It was devastating. It got me to the point where I was almost at the end of myself. So it has affected that in good ways also, because I like to look at the silver lining in terms of, at some point I was trending for all the wrong reasons. Like you see stuff, like, are they actually talking about me? Is there someone else? I used to get actual panic attacks. Yeah, when someone sends me a link, regardless whether it's a CNN link, whatever it is, it's a link that's been sent. I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't know what I'm expecting to see in this. So yes, I was very devastated for the longest time. And it took a while to get over it, but I think it also taught me how to develop a very tough skin. But there was very negative impact, but I'm also very grateful for the people who know me, people I've worked with and interacted with, who are not like, you know what, we're going to sideline you because we don't really understand what's going on. People actually took the time to understand what is exactly going on. I've heard a lot of things about myself, and you hear things sometimes, like, am I the same person I see in the mirror, or is there a replica of me somewhere in a parallel universe? I've heard I'm an extremely angry, aggressive human being. I've heard I'm a person who keeps children away from other people. I've heard I'm a person who, is just completely sidelining another human being from what they should be doing, which is the farthest thing from the truth. Yeah, and like I always say, the truth always comes out. And that's the reason I have never fought some of these things publicly. It was something that I was advised against doing, and it was cancelled from a very wise person, because I also thought about, you don't want to keep, this fireball rolling and everything. So at the end of the day, I've always said, there are people who care about you, there are people you care about. So some of the trash that you'll hear out there, you can't stop it. It's like shutting down the internet, you can't stop it. But if you know who I am, or you take your time to actually ask me what is going on, you'll probably get the truth. Yeah. But like we say, bloggers need to eat at the end of the day, unfortunately at the cost of people, which is something I believe is going to change in the near future, because people need to start being held accountable for the things they spew out of their words. I have children, I have parents, I have siblings, I have friends, I have people who are very involved in my life. So for them to hear things like this, yeah, it saddens them, because they are not me. I've learned to grow a steel spine because I'm in this business. But them, it's a different case, yeah. So the thing that actually bugs me the most about everything is my parents and my children hearing some things, to the point that I had to caution my children that even as you grow, you know where mommy works, you know what mommy does. You might hear people say things about mommy that are not truth, because some people lie. Having to tell a child that is possibly the hardest thing that has ever come out of my mouth. Woo, the tattoo. So, wow. Once upon a time, I had this tat on my finger, and at some point I'm the same person who always tells people, don't tattoo things you'll regret, and I made that same mistake. So I had this tat somewhere right here, and I wanted it gone. So I went to this place that sold themselves very well as a laser removal facility. They do ABCD. Went for the first session, it was all right, thing was fading out. Went for the second session, not much happened. So they were like, no, sometimes it happens. Went for the third one, and Satan came down. So I'm thinking, thing, you're supposed to be fading, not turning my finger the color of my shoes. And I talked to these guys, they're like, oh, you know, gave me a lot of hogwash. And at some point I went for lunch at my folks' place, and my mom was like, because I started wearing a bandana, because you know you don't want to get, because laser removal, it has these funny things it leaves on top. So she asked me, let me actually just see your finger. I was like, why? Let me see. And she has a bit of a medical background. She was like, Tina, there is a problem here, you need to go to hospital. I was like, no, probably it's part of the process. So the next day she called me incessantly when I was at work. She was like, T, by the way, get this thing checked. So I go to hospital, and the doctor tells me, no, I'm not even prescribing anything, you need to see a corrective surgeon. And that time it's my lunch hour, so I'm like, I'm not eating in the office, let me go do this thing, come back to the office, have a meeting. And you're going for a meeting and you're pale in the face, and someone's asking you what's up. I'm like, I'm supposed to see a constructive surgeon. So I booked an appointment when the next day, and they told me, here, the only thing you can do is to skin graft, because you could lose your finger. Bloggers say I was about to lose my hand. I don't know which hand I was losing, maybe I have a third one or I have a tail, I don't know. Long of the short is, he did an amazing reconstructive, grafted from here. For some reason people think it's an implant mark, that's how small it is. He did a good job. Yeah, and the tattoo was gone. There you go. It looks like I'm sticking up a finger, but you know. So yeah, it's gone. Yeah. And that works for me. Is the industry murky? Well, I think yes and no, because I do believe, honestly, men probably do have it easier, because men have always been perceived to be more authoritative, to be more knowledgeable, to be more educated. So in that sense, yes, it's possibly harder for a woman to make as big a breakthrough as a man. On the other hand, I say no, because with this sort of business, everyone comes in with a unique niche. Yeah. So if you manage to break into your unique niche, you'll probably go way above people who you thought are above your pay grade, above your classification grade, above your knowledge grade. It's just about cutting out your niche. Like, even if you look at some of the artists, yeah, who are making money right now, it's guys who pull at first rubbish, like, what are you singing? What are you talking about? Like, you're 20 years old. And they're way above guys who've been in the industry for 10, 20 years. So yes and no. Unfortunately, I think female journalists could be sexualized, because there's this common perception that women don't know as much as what men do. Yeah. I don't know whether it comes from a cultural perspective, but a lot of people think, you know, women have their place and it's not in a certain field. You'll find a woman, for instance, if she decides to become a crime investigator, people will possibly take a guy doing the same thing more seriously. He's a man, he can walk around at night, he can do ABCD. So women are not accorded the same, not even privilege, the same benefits. And there's also the perception of, you have to look a certain way to be on TV, you have to fit a certain body frame, which is very messed up. Yeah, so I think, yeah, women do have it tougher, honestly. Yes, that question, did I shed tears on TV? Yes, I did. I cried on TV. I did a medal for that. That's not me. But I think the thing that actually brought me to tears was, like, looking at things in retrospect. There are things I hadn't thought about, and in a flash I pictured my children and what their life would be without me and what I'd be without them. That broke me. Have I overcome it? 100%. There are times I tell people, yo, I've been through this ABCD, you're going through this is what happened to me, ABCD, and they're like, how are you not crying? How are you not emotional about it? I did overcome it. And I thank God, number one. I thank my family, people who held me to the core. And also there's an inner strength that I don't know where it came from, but it grew. Like, one day I slept and woke up and I was like, yo, you're Tina, you're Kaggia's daughter. Come on, do this thing. Life is fun. Five values that keep me going. 5 values that keep me going: God, family, my passion for life and for everything I do. I do not believe in failing. You can fall, but I don't believe in failing. And I'm an adrenaline junkie, so that keeps me going. I must see my kids. I must kiss my kids in the morning. I must have at least 2 glasses of water. I must have my headphones, internet, and a charger. Why a charger? You never know what could happen. You could end up stuck in the middle of Garissa and your phone is going off and you don't have a power source, but you'll figure it out if you have a charger. If my dream career was in media, it would have to be an adrenaline sport. Oh. Yeah, I'd probably be driving rally cars, possibly. But my family would have a very big issue with that because they think I already drive too fast. Intelligence. Intelligence. You have to be smart. Oh, please. There is no way, as a man, if you're not intelligent, we are not sitting in the same space for even more than a minute. You have to be smart. Everything else fades. Let me tell you, you could be the hottest guy walking the streets and then something happens and and you get into a situation and your face sort of fades. So intelligence comes first. Other things, there's an order for them.
These other things, ni kama gani?
Roho mzuri.
No looks? Nothing?
No, looks are important. I'm into the tall, well-structured guys. Yeah. Darker skinned than me. Do I admire myself in the mirror? Have you seen my bikini pics? And yeah, so I do. God damn, God, you did a fine job. That's what I tell myself when I look in the mirror. Every day when I wake up, I tell myself you have to be better than yesterday. Yesterday should be the worst day of your life. Today is a new start. You have to be better than yesterday. However good yesterday was, you're as good as yesterday, you know, so you have to be better. For as long as I purpose to be better today and better tomorrow than I was today, I'm good. Things people don't know. My school background, I went through a bunch of schools. I was never suspended or expelled. Let's get that clear. Bloggers, stay away. My school career, I studied in Flora Hostel Nursery School, went to Loreto Convent Valley Road for 2 years, went to Consolata Primary School until class 5, left for 3 weeks, went to Serare School, went back to Consolata for the rest of the year, went to Makini School, finished class 8 there. High school, I was in State House Girls. University, I started off at Daystar University, then I pulled a Kanye West campus dropout, then took a break, had a baby, then went to Tangaza College, yeah, part of Catholic University, and many awesome names came from there. You know, people look at it like it's such a small name, brands, but jina kubwa in the industry, yeah. I'd say to anyone who's coming up in the industry as a female, first of all, you need to be extremely authentic. You need to carve your niche, because honestly speaking, in as much as we say the media is a brand that it's so vast, you can't really get to the end of it. As a female, honestly speaking, you will find a lot of competition because it's easier for a man to dominate it. So be authentic, have a spine of steel. Yeah, you have to have a spine of steel. Don't go looking around for favors to grow up the rank, because eventually, you know, that same ladder will come down. So don't do that. Just be yourself, be authentic, be brave. Yeah, don't be scared to knock on doors. And, you know, at times doors refuse to open, you have to kick them in. So just be you.
You are watching Centered, shot here at La Prima Studios in Lavington, Nairobi. It is time now to take a shot. And my guest is TINA KAGGIA. So, welcome first of all.
Yo!
It's time to have fun.
Okay.
Just chill. It's time to have fun. So what we're going to do is just want to know how ordinary you are. Okay. You know, how ordinary kawaida you are.
I'm a boring person.
It's okay, don't worry. I think you will not be boring with this. So we will reward you by taking a shot. When we ask you these questions and you answer them.
Okay.
So if you've done anything that I ask, that's when you take a shot.
Okay.
Usijali, nitakusaidia.
So just that utakunywa tu moja.
No, we hope not, and that's not going to happen. Utakunywa shots mingi sana hapa. So, are you ready?
I'm good.
You're ready?
I'm Gucci. Let's do this.
So TINA KAGGIA. What do we start with? Do we start with tequila or do we start with whiskey?
No, tequila, please.
Tequila?
Tequila is good, yeah.
Choose. Okay. In fact, just serve yourself.
Yeah, you sure nitakunywa.
Serve too. Deserve.
I feel like I'll be putting one for you as well.
Yeah, there you go. Serve me.
Yeah, we're doing grandpa shots. Zile kubwa kubwa.
There you go. Yeah.
Tell me.
So take a shot of that. If one of your fears are insects, mammals, reptiles, heights, solitude.
That's unfair.
Let's go.
Insects, reptiles. Wait, chill. On that list, what's your fear? Because I'm sure there's one of them over there.
Okay. Kuna moja hapa.
Should I guess?
Guess.
Heights.
Oh, that was
solitude as well.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yo.
So, this one I'll choose the shot that you
Oh
take.
my goodness.
Take a shot if you have ever had thoughts of being a boy in your life, or do people tell you you are a tomboy, you have a tomboy demeanor?
What do you think? You've known me for how many years now? 14. What do you think?
You still have a tomboy demeanor.
I do.
Yes, so
really?
Definitely.
How do you know that?
You just have this charisma of aggressive and very boyish.
I still climb trees, I still ride bikes, I still jump funny distances. Yeah. So tell me, so we're doing goals now?
Yeah, we are doing goals.
Let me tell you, boss. Unajua?
Kuna
maneno mengine.
Kunywa yako kwanza.
Nakuona wewe. I see things haven't changed.
Here we go. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Down. Yeah. Kunywa maji. Here we go. Take that shot. If you've ever had a crush on a girl or kissed a girl.
You're taking that shot. That's not me. Sorry.
Wache baki tu. Sawa, wacha nikunywe hiyo.
Yeah, sawa. I've never had a crush on a girl. And I've never kissed a girl. Sorry.
Next round. We will serve the shot. But take that shot if you have walked on your parents, siblings, or friends doing it.
Must say that's broad spectrum. Why do I have friends? People, I don't want to know you anymore.
You have.
Yeah, friends.
You have.
Friends.
Good.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Is there a time frame for this?
No, there's no time frame. No, these are
Even
some
if it was
things.
like 10 years ago.
Yes. You've done it. You've done it.
So I got a burger.
In a scale of 1 to 5, how are you? 5 being okay. Next round. You take a shot. If you have ever tasted a booger.
No!
Yours or your child's?
No! Let me tell you, I've never, I think, you see, remember I told you, me and medicine, because me and body fluids are not friends, we are not compatible. I've never tasted a booger. But when my son was, how many months? I think he was like 6 months old. No, he wasn't even 6 months, he was less than that. I was holding him in the living room. Then I had a glass of water, I was breastfeeding him. So this guy, you know when you change a boy's diaper, immediately you open it, if you open Taraka, they instantly shwee.
Yeah.
So see my glass is over there. A guy has peed shwee straight into the glass. I'm thinking this is so hilarious. I've forgotten. Pick up the same glass. I tell him today, dude, do you not have drank your pee? You can't shock me.
Why didn't I ask that question?
So yes, I've drank my son's pee. No. So for that, by the way, tunauliza maswali ya polisi hapa. Imagine this date of ours, it has to be 50-50. Si mnapendanga equality.
It's our
this
equality.
is us being equal now.
Okay. So nitakunywa in the next round.
Do I get to ask you questions by the way at some point? I'll
No.
finish you.
No.
Now, this is what you call being a...
You on the spot. You on the spot. Aya, sasa ndio ingine. Next round. You will take a shot. Let me explain this question.
Oh Lord.
If you woke up one day as the opposite sex, take a shot if the first thing to look at will be your genitalia.
But let me ask you, even as you're doing that,
Yes.
honestly, as a man, is there anything anyone else, as in, is there anything else you guys think of looking at?
No.
Is it that you want to make sure it's there, it wasn't taken in the night? What's the purpose of looking at it
But
for?
if you're
Is
a
it
boy
working?
today, that's definitely the first thing that you look at, right?
Yeah, and I think I'd make a handsome boy. So I don't want to see it.
Take a shot because of that. I'll tell you on the, well, yeah. There you go. Okay. Are you okay for this? You ready? You told me
Oh God.
that you look at yourself in the mirror.
Yes.
So take a shot if you have ever practiced kissing in a mirror.
That was like 20 years ago.
You did.
I was young. Once we're like, oh, so people kiss and...
As you tell me
Wait,
that.
but now we should put an age cap on this. Do you know we are old now?
No.
We are old.
Abana.
Yeah?
As you explained.
Even the size of mirrors, then they've changed. None of these mirrors look nice. We used to have those ones which have manyamos inside that.
And those, you kissed the mirror.
Everyone is, Joker, you never kissed a mirror?
No.
Stop lying.
Why?
You've never?
No, I don't admire myself that much.
No, you see, when you know someone for 14 years, the lies they tell you, Joker to wongo.
Aki, never. Hata siwezi jaribu.
You've never kissed a mirror?
Never.
Not even when you're in high school?
No.
Sieke.
Producer, I like these questions.
Who came up with this question, by the way?
Aya, you ready for the next?
I am.
Breathe in. Kunywa maji.
Nimekunywa by the way.
Uko sawa?
Naelewa hii kitu.
Aya. Take a shot if you have had an embarrassing moment in public.
Define embarrassing.
Something that you didn't see it coming, but it happened, and you were in public. Probably you beat someone, you did something embarrassing.
No.
Nothing?
No. You know why? Because I look at like the things that actually make my ears, you see, damn yellow. My ears turn red for very funny things, but it's not embarrassment. Maybe I'm annoyed or I'm angry, but there's no moment I can look back and say, oh my God, I was so embarrassed. I wanted the earth to open up and swallow me.
So
Yeah, I once went to the office with a diaper in my bag. Yeah, like
that's not embarrassing to you?
No, it wasn't a new diaper. It was a used diaper. And I opened my bag. I'm looking for my headphones and I'm like, oh crap, literally in my bag.
Crap is
But you know
actually
what?
literally in your bag.
But you know I have a baby. So by the way, go dispose of it. Alafu. So sorry. And for that,
Pass.
Let me just
No, pass. This is an embarrassing moment.
Just but I suspect I'm about to flip this equation on you.
Okay.
So just so you're ready, you know it's not nice to catch people
Serve.
off guard.
And as you serve, I'm sure you have guilty pleasures.
I don't want this question.
I am so sure you have guilty pleasures.
Bring it on.
So take a shot if any moment in your life you've had those guilty pleasures disturbing you, and you had to actually ensure that you've done those guilty pleasures. Yeah. Hata hakuna ku-explain.
What if? Okay, sorry.
Hakuna ku-explain. No.
Actually, explain by the way.
I will explain.
Hapa by the way, tunaweza trend.
Tunaweza
trend.
Yeah, we explain. Please. Oi.
Diversion tactics. See, I'm sure you also. There you go. We all do.
Haya. We're on the final two questions.
hey, I've done good.
Yeah. Now, I want you to take a shot of this dark thing, dark tequila.
Oh my
You
goodness.
try this one.
That looks like more of your thing than mine.
But
I
we've not
know
tried
you.
this. We'll not try this. Oh yeah. We will both take a shot if you would go for a month without washing your hair, or go for a day without wearing a bra.
That's a 50-50 question.
Let's go with the first one.
Without washing my... That's two different shots. And if it's a yes for me and I'm supposed to take a shot, I'll take the shot. If one is a no, we both take shots.
Okay.
And this time we'll do granny shots.
So,
So I wash my hair every day. Yeah, because natural hair into the shower. Without wearing a bra. Weekend zinakuanga za kazi gani?
don't explain.
Let me ask you something. Like when you're in the house, do you ever sit and not wear boxers?
Of course.
Exactly. No, imagine. Let me tell you, women, when we get to the house, chomoing this kasindi thing, it's like walking out of jail. Like, whee!
And you're free.
There's a rainbow in the sky. The sun is out there. I'm so happy.
Okay. This is for one question or the other. Take a shot if.
I'm also going to ask you questions, whether you like it or not.
Go!
Let me tell you, 14 years has not been for nothing. Utati.
Sawa. The final question on take a shot if.
Oh, goodness.
I want you to take a shot of still the same. You know, the reason by the way, I like it.
Too sweet.
But
It's I told you it's your thing.
It's good.
Ama niambia watu what
It's
you
good.
drinking
It's
campus.
it's good. If you have ever had a crush on a person at least 10 years older or younger than you.
10 years older, no.
10 years younger? Yes. There we go. Hata usituambie ni nani?
Siwezi sema.
Usituambie ni nani?
Hapo siwezi toboa.
Hatutaki mtu ajue ni kama tuna nini hapa.
Maze.
Mine is 10 years older.
10 years older?
Yeah.
Let me ask you, now that you say that, as we do this. There's this weird theory, and I think it's a very localized Kenyan sort of thing, that a man should never, if a man has a crush on a woman older than him or dates a woman older than him, ni juu ya mdem akona kakirus kwa mfuko. Is it actually a thing, or could you actually have a genuine attraction?
Mine was a genuine attraction to this person because I found her to be very intelligent.
Yeah.
I found her to be very pretty.
Yeah.
And I found her to be a cougar, which a cougar is a good thing to have.
You wanted to be a cub.
Unaona nimesmile. Hiyo imeua hiyo story hivyo.
Alafu kuna swali zingine, mimi nianzie.
Niko na swali moja. Swali moja.
Uliza.
And you'll only be allowed to ask 2 questions.
No, 4.
2.
I have to negotiate 4.
Fuck.
Okay, 2.
All right.
Okay.
The final one. Take a bite if, take a shot if you've ever flirted with your siblings' best friends,
Oh, goodness.
or dates, or even friends.
Siblings, friends, BFFs.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. By the way, your neck sold you. Wacha tukunywe hii sasa.
I apologized many years ago. You know what happened?
Damn. Okay.
Yo, youth. You know, now we've grown up. We are old. Now we see things differently. Yeah. Sijui ni chome ama nisichome.
Choma kidogo.
I actually ended up dating one of them. Yeah.
To our siblings' best friends.
Not best friend. Wait. Not best friend.
BFFs.
Gosh, no, I'll choma the excess. Yeah, to siblings person.
Siblings person. Okay. And we are done with take a shot.
I have 2 questions for you though.
Which is, now I'll allow my guest, I'm a little bit tipsy, but I'll allow my guest to ask me 3 questions.
3 questions. Okay.
3 questions, and I'll take the shots if that has happened to me. Okay, there you go.
take a shot if you have never... let me actually think about this very well. I don't like you're a very tricky character. Take a shot if you've never pictured yourself as an absolutely gorgeous woman with a well-trimmed body. I know you have. Don't even lie. Don't even lie.
Kitambo.
Oh,
But
certainly it's Kitambo.
Sawa. Okay, fine. Sawa. Okay, good. Okay. Lakini hakuna ku-explain.
Hapana.
Okay, sawa. Aya, next question.
I'm going to get you boozed over here. Take a shot if... No, let's see. I'm trying to psychoanalyze you over here kidogo. Take a shot if at some point you never figured... take a shot if you always knew you'd one day be the biggest voices and faces on TV. If you knew you would be, short ndio hiyo.
Are you sure about this?
Monster shot.
Okay, fine. Okay.
And I'm actually very proud of you because it was you. It was in you.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Guy. Aya.
Hata umenijibu question ya tatu aya. This one will actually take a shot with you. What is this coffee thing of yours?
Yeah, you serve. So. One shot.
Yes. So, take a shot. If you know the strides you have taken have been so massive, your story is something else, sindio? And you've come a long way. Take a shot if you're proud of yourself. Siwezi kata. The good things.
To good things.
Bigger things.
Yeah. Good things. This is the final take a shot if. Tina Kaggia, thank you very much for being part of this.
Thank you, Eric.
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you as well.
And I'm proud of your story.
Thank you.
Here goes nothing. Tina Kaggia, everyone. Thank you very much for being part of the show.
Yep.
And for being part of this. We didn't get you drunk as we wanted, but next time we'll do that.
I'm honored to have been a part of this. This was awesome. You're doing good things. To bigger strides, we keep growing, we keep building each other.
There you go.
Nothing but love for you.
Nothing but love for Tina Kaggia as well. That's Take a Shot If on Centered. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Push the notification button, like our pages, follow and comment on our page on Centered. Tina Kaggia, thank you very much for being part of the show.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor, honestly speaking. 14 years is not a short time, and it's awesome to finally be in the same space together to work on a project. So thank you as well.
Much love for Tina. Thank you for watching. See you next week. Yes! Oh my God.
Today, your tips. Everywhere.
Damn it! We are both drunk.
You wish.
Okay, mimi niko tipsy. Mimi niko tipsy kidogo. Wewe kunywa maji.
Tequila upenda maji.
Oh my God. Did you like it?
You're my ninja.
You guys? Oh, sorry. You guys, did you like it? What do you think? Producer? Tuko sawa.
Are we good? Okay.
JP, tuko sawa? Tuko sawa, Motel?
You want me now to hug your tall self with my broken hands? You're cool and you smell nice.
Oh.
Hey, which colony is that?
Kununua hiyo koloni
Next
ingine.
boyfriend kumwambia, hey, say.
By the way, you smell me fast and then you
Bas.
get to know me. That it's like that. Twende hivyo. Haya, TikTok.
You want us to TikTok?
We will
Me, by the TikTok in the mail.
Why?
I just couldn't get the hang of it. Imani has been trying to teach me, by the this is how this shit works.
I'll teach you.
So please
I'll teach you. You're good with the shots? Tumemaliza.
Ebu keti kwanza.
Ah,
Short ya 14 years. This one is just the two of us.
Yeah.
Pick whichever you want.
This one.
Today we started from far. We started from far.
JP, you know, since we are historians, historians wako na story yao. Yako ni kidogo.
What do you say?
Historians wako na story yao. No one is driving. Are you driving?
No, I'm not.
Yeah. No one is driving. Okay. So this has been an awesome experience.
Yeah.
I'm glad I went to school with you.
So am I.
I'm glad that I did what I did with you.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you as well. 14 years.
14
to
years.
The next so many years.
This is to the 20 years.
Yep. 20 years we'll celebrate another big one.
Akia nani?
Yeah.
Aya. Oh.
Asante, nisimameni sasa mtoto.